Okay, guys.
Like really commit to it. Yeah.
So, question for you guys tonight. Today we're going to work on something called second intention.
Okay.
Is there anybody that knows what that means? Even if it's just what you think, and it's okay. Yeah, it's okay to go out on a limb or get it wrong. What does it mean to you?
Well, I was going to let the others have a chance.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Second intention being it's a continuation or a second action you take after the first. So if I make an attack, my second intention might be to cut around the other side if it doesn't work.
Potentially, that's a good start.
Just as an example of
Yeah.
something you could do as a second intention. It's a second action you take after the first.
Sure, yeah. So I think that's a good start to it. I think there's a little bit more to it, but you don't have a book in front of you, so, right? Anybody else?
I was kind of say the same thing, but it's more purposely like you're trying to set up that specific second.
Yes, that's kind of the part that we're looking for. So really, the thing is it's a first action that has no intent of being successful. There's zero intention of being successful, and it's used as a setup for something else that's actually supposed to land. Okay?
I've always heard that like your first intention should still try, and then if you fail that, then you have to back up. But okay.
No, so it's purposefully doing something that's not intended. It's a trap. You're laying a trap. So sometimes you might be building confidence in somebody, or like maybe taking it away, making them fearful, right? So like a good example of that, maybe as a first one, if I could borrow Nick right over here. We'll just stay right here and show everybody. So a good, yeah, come right here.
Oh, over here.
So a good example of what that might look like would be here, Mark, you can go around here. The first part of that, it might be something that we've used in the past called proving in the sources, right? But it's just basically like an attack. Zero intention of landing. I'm just trying to draw a response. So here's a question is, what are the types of responses that I might get? What's one response that Nick might do?
Parry.
Parry, yeah. And then after that?
Slip.
Repulse.
Dodge.
What's that?
Repulse.
Repulse, yeah. Parry, repulse. Yeah, but yeah, you're right, Ash. Those are all correct. Everything you said was correct. Okay, so I'm going to put on my mask now. So an example of that would be I proved, and I know that he riposte. Okay? Maybe I could store that for later. Or if I already know that about him, if I've already kind of proved that or figured that out, if I've assessed him correctly at the recon phase, so the early phase where we're kind of moving around, going, oh, I know that he likes to riposte. Maybe give me a riposte, right? Okay, I couldn't make that work, but I'm going to come back to it later. We'll be fencing, I'll be fencing, whatever, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, now I know he likes to riposte. So, and that was it. I had zero intention of landing that first one. That was just to open him up and get him to do something, okay? So that's a great first version of it that we're gonna work on. And what that's called is a counter riposte, okay? I'm gonna have my mask off, don't follow me in doing that. So it's gonna be boom, parry, riposte.
Or if I cut.
Or if he cuts, yeah, so boom, parry, right, riposte. Make sense? Or if I had more room, I could do boom, parry, riposte, okay? Whatever cut you do, just hit them wherever it's open. It doesn't have to be to the face, could be anywhere. Make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the first one we're going to do. Counter riposte. Give it a try. Reaction. So we did attack, fake attack, right? Boom, sneak attack, fake attack. Boom, parry, riposte. What's something else that they might do to our fake attack?
Slip.
Slip. Yes. Okay, let's move on to that. So can I borrow you, Nick?
Absolutely.
What's a good thing to do against somebody who slips? Flush, that's one. Anything else? I have a specific one in mind, but that's actually correct. That's totally fine. Yeah.
What do you have in mind?
Nobody knows?
Would it just be a delayed
So,
attack?
what's that?
Just a delayed attack?
A delayed attack?
I guess might be the thing.
So you might lose your opportunity if you delay it too long, especially with a slip, right? So let's say this. I know that he's a person who slips.
Oh, sorry.
Slips. He slips. Okay. And maybe he does that the first time. What I want to do is I want to trick him to think he can hit me afterwards. Right? So one example of that is he slipped, parry riposte. The next one that I really like and this is from Zachary Wild. It's called a double slip. Because I know he slips, so first one he slips, okay, he's out of range for a riposte. Next one, I'm going to give it to him. It's called a double slip. So you slip after his slip. You make him think he can get you, and then you slip out of the way. And that's a really good example of second intention fencing. So I've probed at the beginning. I know he likes to slip. Okay, okay. Now I know, okay, I can do this. So, all right?
Slip, slip.
Slip, slip. Sound good?
Okay.
Let's try it. What you might do as a reaction.
They might pressure you, so your temper might actually try to push it.
Oh, so they might come in.
Yeah.
So if I do you mean like if I do this, you might come in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what's a good thing to do against that? So maybe let's just demonstrate that. How, Nick, you're going to hit me, so I'm going to go boom, and you're going to close in and in. So you're talking like, I don't know. How would I do that, Ash?
Yeah, I mean like counter
Here, do it
forward.
So
If
if
you
I
just
go-
like you just like come in right away.
Okay, so you attack first, boom, and then I'm the guy that just comes in right away.
Yeah, immediately body rushes.
Okay, so that's a good point, okay? So it's basically the same thing as the first one,
Yeah.
which is they try a response,
Yeah.
but this time they're collapsing the distance.
Yeah.
What do you do against something like that?
Back
Back up. Okay, so let's try that. So I go here, and instead of the normal attack, Nick is going to like really dive deep or
Okay, not much of a lunge more.
No, you could do a lunge just like you did. Yeah, that's totally fine. So boom. What I have to do is use the step back. If that happens. So if something goes wrong, we're moving around, moving around. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You guys want to give that a try?
Sure.
So we got some the person who's riposting goes really, really deep. Step back, and if you need to, you can even jump back. Okay?
And if I'm not making a lunge, I might be making a passing.
You might be making a pass or a flush too. You can try to experiment with all
So Coach parries and goes deep and makes you get out of the way.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you move back, parry or riposte.
Yeah.
Okay? So does that cover most of it? Like, was there any other things that you guys wanted to explore? So we had, for example, attack, parry, riposte, counter riposte, slip hit, or slip, parry, riposte. That was another one. This time moving forward. So we kind of covered the different distances, which is like staying close, moving back, moving forward, some of the options. Was there anything else that you guys might want to explore there?
What about like if we do a time attack, if you do your testing attack like that?
Right. That's a great question. Okay, so what would that look like?
Are we even, or you want the?
So we'll get Nick over. Yeah. So if Nick does a counter attack, as I do that, what do I want to look for?
Duck under his blade.
What?
Duck under his blade.
Well, that's a total possibility. So I do buff. Yeah. Use your body. You can avoid with your body.
Or just.
Oh, you, sorry, you meant
Well, because
disengage.
he's swinging.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what'll happen to me if I do that? Right? I'll die. Probably. Unless there's a different way of thinking of that. Maybe as a parry, right? So I start, and I change it into a parry. Maybe.
You could slip, kind of find the blade and then come in for a thrust, for instance.
So this is the interesting thing though, is like, what do I do when somebody starts counterattacking me?
Parry.
Huh?
Parry. Or cut better.
Parry or cut better. Yeah. That's fair. So if I begin my attack and he starts attacking me, I can move forward into a parry or riposte. So as I'm going forward, start my attack. And I see that he's counterattacking me. And that was just my shallow. Ideally, when I'm doing this though, I usually want to make it so sharp and so shallow that he can't counterattack. But if I see that as I start to, there riposte. There's another one though, which Nick said, cut better, and I think this is what he's talking about. Which is when this happens, when at the beginning we both remark that the other person is cutting at the same time. Say we were both cutting 7. at the top of the head. That's a dangerous time. So the answer is, as I see him, as we're both in neutral zone, that's what I'm watching for, we're both in a medium guard. What I have to quickly do is oppose my basket more than his. The person who opposes their basket will win. This is a quote straight from Andrew Lonergan. Okay, the person who opposes their basket will win. So I won. Why did I win? Because I pushed my basket farther out and I raised my hand a little higher. So we got multiple blade advantages there. Let's show it slow. So slow motion. I hit. Okay. Let's try that again. I'm going to let you hit me. Perfect. Okay, let's do it again. All right, can we try that? Where you begin you're moving around, you begin your disengage to hit, he moves, counter attack. All right? At that point, it's not even really second intention, but it is what I would call open eye. It's open eye, right? Because you don't know what he's going to do, and this is a great way to fence all the time, is by starting and just observing the whole time. Don't have a set line. I'm going to hit him. All I know at this point is I'm going to start to try to hit him. Right? I don't know how it's going to go or what he's going to do. So if something changes, change with it. Right? Give it a try. What's another thing that I can do other than parry, riposte, counterattack? What's another thing I could try? Fainting? Fainting, yeah. Okay, we'll get to that one next. But first, let's do a different one where we're still doing the attack.
So the setup here is I'm attacking.
Yeah. And I'm setting something up.
And they're attacking.
And no, I'm attacking, and they're going to parry riposte. We're going to go back to that.
Okay.
So if I borrow Nick, what's something else that I can do? So I've attacked. We'll just go like we'll pause. So I've attacked, and he's coming to parry riposte. So we've already done me parry riposte and counter riposting. We've already done me slipping, so defensive actions. What's another action that I can do? Redouble, yeah, exactly. You can redouble or remise. There's two of them. So remise would be on the same line. So boom, and then he comes for a riposte, and I would attack him into the same line a second time. So it might be like this. So boom, punch, and hit. That's one. But the other one that's maybe a little bit more easy is boom, hit him in the arm. We're moving around, right? Don't miss like I did there.
Yeah, you can get hit, so that's.
Or I can do, then I get it too. That's the risk with that one, is you might get hit. An easier one sometimes is, boom, and hit with the point and stop hit. Okay, that's a hard one. You want to try that one? False edge cut. So I do a light attack. Step back. You can also do that with the point. So that one's harder for judges to see, right? Okay, give it a try. Mark does this one. So Steve had brought up doing feint. Perfect. So come over here. So it's going to be a feint. I drop counterattack. And then I have two options, which is I either parry riposte or counterattack. And that's a great example of a second intention attack. It's called counter time. That's what it's called. So an example of that would be I might feint to the leg, and what you're going to do is counter attack.
With a slip or just
With a
a
slip,
counter attack?
yeah. So boom, yeah. But go for
your head.
So boom, and then from there, I can hit him in the leg, or I can counter attack him up top. So what that would look like to the leg is feint, parry, hit, or feint, counter attack. Okay, the difference between that is with the counter attack and the parry riposte is it's two actions with the parry riposte, and it's one single kind of moving forward action. Even if it's a delay between when his hit and mine hits, it's a single pop versus the parry riposte is boom, pop. Okay? So again, here, or here. And maybe don't raise your arm quite.
I'm trying to, you're taller than me, I have to kind of.
Even if, listen to this. If you're hitting me on top of the head, you can hit me here
This is
with
true.
your arm low.
For sure.
Yeah. Because if his hand is high like that, I have to do something else.
That's right.
I can't, watch this, so just put your hand real high, right? I can't put him there. Can't do that. So what I would have to do is if he has his hand nice and high like that, we'll do something like that and clear it, right? An expulsion. Use a different technique. So boom. Okay? Give that a try. Give it a try.